I signed something with myself. I'm giving myself a year and a half. If I'm not in the top 250, I stop. I don't want to be 10 years on the circuit and be 400, 500. Like, too many players are doing it. I think it's a waste of time. You need to be smart on how you train. If the ranking was based on who is training the harder and the longer is the number one in the world, then it wouldn't be the same ranking. At one time I told my wife, I said, I'm not sure I'm gonna keep on going.
Hello insiders, it's Caroline Garcia. Before we start, one quick thing. If you enjoy this conversation, hit the subscribe button. It's the best way to help us grow and keep bringing you the players and coaches you love. Thank you so much.
Arthur, thank you so much for being with us. How did you start with tennis?
Well, thank you guys for the invitation, first of all. And how did I start with tennis? My mom was playing professionally for a few years until she got injured when she was 19 years old, but she was already 200 WTA.
Oh.
So she was playing pretty well. She went through the young process of the federation and everything, and then got injured, had to stop. So she played some tennis. She put me on the court early. My dad also played tennis. He was ranked minus 15 in France, which is good ranking,
Yeah.
even though he never played seriously, I would say, or professionally. He started working pretty young. And so naturally I went on the court. I was probably, 4, 5 years old. At the beginning I was playing more it was a clay club, so clay court club. So I was playing with my little cars on the clay more than hitting balls. And then I started hitting really, really quickly and really enjoyed the sport. Loved it a lot. I played soccer at the same time, and then at some point I switched to tennis 100%.
And because of the background of your parents and them being involved in tennis, did you feel you had to play tennis, or you could choose at the end?
No, I've never really had pressure from my parents. They really never tried to push me to play tennis. In fact, my dad wanted me to play probably football or soccer more than tennis. But I was hitting the ball with my mom quite often and really liked it. But I would say I was more passionate about soccer being young, and then at like 12, 13 years old, I had to decide because I couldn't do both at the same times anymore. And I remember this choice, but at the same time, it was really natural. Like I decided to go for tennis, like if it was, like not a family choice, because they never asked me to pick tennis, but I went for tennis naturally. I thought that was a sport I had to continue, but of course, I'm still a big fan of soccer, football, and Ren, as we were discussing, and so following a lot, but love to play, sometimes when I can, but not anymore. Tennis really brought me so much that I'm really happy with this choice.
And did you stay in school?
I went all the way to school.
Okay.
I went all the way, in high school. I got my baccalaureate diploma in scientific at 18. Never really wanted to quit the school or do online school.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how is it called, but the online school, I've never wanted to do that. I always wanted to be in class with a random student. We had some good, like some better timing for classes. We were doing either like a full morning or full afternoon.
Yep.
And we were off on the afternoon or in the morning. So we were able to practice in our league in Ligue des Yvelines next to Paris, in the suburbs of Paris. That's where we were training with a bunch of guys, same as I was. And I was still in the random class. We were only 3 or 4 benefiting from these timings, 3 or 4 tennis players, and everybody else, the other 25 or 30 students, were just random. And that was a really good time, because I still grew up as a normal student, and not as a already professional athlete, or where I'm really being taken care of differently. And that was I think that was a key for me to stay in the regular classes. And then I decided to move on and go to the US university, where I kept on going with my study. So
Was it a easy choice for you to go to US? It was not that in France, it's pretty new that players
It
are
was not
going.
that popular. In general, French people were thinking that if you go to US university, that means you're giving up on your tennis.
Yeah.
You go to school, you're gonna keep on playing, but it's really like a slow but surely, like pass away, for the tennis.
Yeah.
Like it's not like a really the right path or the right way to keep on going and improve. It's more to keep on going with your study. It's going to be free or pretty much free because you have scholarship from the school, because you have a decent level. But at the end of the 4 years, there's no chance you keep on going with tennis and do something better. And we were, one of my friends also went to college in the US, the same age as I was. And we both played pretty well there. And we went there with the mindset of improving and keep on giving ourselves a chance to get better. Of course, picking the right school is really important with the right coaches, because some coaches are good, but they are not really tennis coaches. They are more like, I'll say, manager of the team, because you have a group of 10 guys that you need to manage pretty much for the team matches. And sometimes it's as important to manage them the right way than coaching them the right way. And some schools are more focused on managing and less on tennis, and vice versa. And mine was really good on the tennis aspect. It was Steve Denton. He was a top 10 tennis players back in the days from the US. He was I think 2 in doubles and 11 in singles. So he played big matches, and he played with McEnroe, I think, in Davis Cup and everything for the US. So it's a guy that had a lot of experience and a lot of things to teach me. And the rest of the coaching staff was also pretty good. So I was able to improve there. Same as my cousin, Valentin.
Went same school?
Yeah, I brought him to my school because we are 3 years different. And he came to the school also after me, because I told my coach, I said, well, I have a little cousin. He's not bad. You should consider him, because he was pretty much at the same ranking as I was at 18 years old.
Okay.
Then he decided to go to school, to the US. And I kind of pushed him to go there because it was better than staying in France.
Yeah, for sure.
In my opinion, we'll come back to this and why I chose the US. But and then he was telling me, well, for sure, I can be interested if you have a cousin that is pretty much your level, your mindset and everything. I'll be fine taking him, and I have a spot for him, and worked out really well. And he joined me, and we had 2 years in common together in the US. So we enjoyed a lot. Yeah.
Nice. So your mindset when you enter US university is still, I want to give it a shot to be a professional, or you also believe it's going to be hard?
Well, I was 18 years old. I decided to go to school in January. So I had pretty much 5-6 months between my baccalaureate and the time I went to school. And in this meantime, I wanted to play futures. I was pretty much not ranked. I was minus 15 at 18 years old. I wasn't ranked, and I wanted to start and see how I like it. No matter what, I knew that I was gonna go to school in 6 months. So I wanted to take some, experience and see how it goes. And I played for these few months, some events, and I really hated it. Yeah, I really didn't like it. I was like, that's really not what I want to do. Traveling by myself, because of course, I didn't have much money. I didn't want to put pressure on my family.
Yeah.
The idea of asking them 50K or 100K a year for me to travel and having 0.2% chance of making it at some point and making money, for me was not worth it to put this pressure on my parents and my dad specifically. So I was like, there's no point for me to traveling. I was losing second round in the qualies. One time I qualified, I got killed first round. One time I lose first round in the qualies against a guy in the middle of nowhere. And I was like, no, there's no, I don't see myself doing this. But at the same time, I think I'm not done with tennis. And I love this sport. And it's really my passion to play tennis. And I want to keep on playing and push myself. But the thing is, going to the States, I knew I was going to have a window of 4 years where it's like, I'm not a professional tennis player. My goal is not even to one day be on the pro circuit. It's just enjoy these 4 years with my team, my school. Really be, fighting with the school to get the titles for the university, and be with this bunch of friends and really just push myself to help the team. Pretty much what we do in France when it's in May, younger, when we're playing team matches, and you're really this spirit of being with your friends, of the guys of your clubs. That's pretty much what we're doing. But you have big crowds, you have everything for you. Sometimes you take the private jet, sometimes you have everything paid for. You go to school, then you have little parties on the weekend, and, really, really fun time. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna throw everything on the side, focus my 4 years, and at the end of after three years, I'll see where I am at. We'll see what I do. And the first 2 years, this mindset was really totally out of. This idea of playing pro circuit was totally out of my mind. And at the end of my 3rd year, I improved there. After 1 year and a half, I was top 5 in the country in singles. So my ranking was going up. And when you know how good is the college players and what it needs to be top 5, top 10 in the country, then your level is still, pretty much what is your level compared to the ATP. And when you are top 5, top 10, I would say usually you play top 300 ATP. Okay. So at the end of my 3rd year, it was already a year that I was regularly in the top 5, top 10. And Steve, my coach at that time from the school, told me, well, I think you need to consider giving it a shot after you finish school, because your level is good and you have all the capacity, and now you will have your diploma. You can play chill and relax, and you're a lot more mature than what you were at 18 years old. And I think that was pretty much the key, that at 18 years old, I was not the most mature, guy or player when I was young. I was still really skinny, like if you see myself at 18 years old, there is a funny video on YouTube of myself doing the recruiting thing for the university in school in the US. And it's me playing, and sometimes some people still send it to me, and it's like, I'm like really skinny, like
you didn't need for 2 years.
Like Steve, my coach in the US, will say you are the flamingo of France at this time, because my legs were like this. I was probably 10 kilos less than right now, and I grew up, at 18 years old, I wasn't developed at all. My body wasn't developed.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so I wasn't ready to play any type of pro circuit. And I had these 4 years where I had plenty of time to develop. And at the end of these 4 years, I decided to give it a shot. Now that I have my diploma, I was like, okay, you know what? I signed something with myself inside me when I started. I said, okay, I'm giving myself a year and a half. And if a year and a half, I'm not in the top 250, inside the qualities of Grand Slam, I stop. I don't want to be 10 years on the circuit and be 400, 500. Like too many players are doing it. Yeah. And I think it's a waste of time. Then you start, just going around and it's nothing is happening. And I really signed something with myself saying, okay, after 1 year and a half, if you're not, but you go full for 1 year and a half.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to invest. I didn't ask money to my parents. Still, I played a few leagues during the summers, during my US time. I was playing in Germany, playing in France. I had this 30K on my account, and I was managing my career with that. And also the fact that I had a much better level at this time when I started. Probably around 300 ATP, even though my ranking was not ranked.
Yeah.
But right away, I made like semi-final, final, winning futures. So, I wasn't losing as much money, and I was able to survive and just keep on going. But I wanted to really go like all in for a year and a half, and then I stop, but without regret if I don't make it, And luckily, I found, I met the good person on the way and helped me a lot with my tennis, and I made it, and then after I was top 100 and everything,
that's cool.
Went on. So that's the whole story pretty much.
You think that having that plan B, like, okay, like if things go wrong, I still have my US diploma, so I can find a good job, helped you in a way to play with less, I don't know if it's less pressure,
I would
but
say
enjoying.
yes. Yeah, I will say that knowing that I had my baccalaureate in France, I had my US diploma, I got to know a lot of people either in the States or in France.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you know what? I can just take a year and a half without pressure and really going all out and try my best. If it works out, it's perfect. If it doesn't work out, I'll do something else. But I don't want to stay in this pro circuit environment too long. And even though at this time I was already with my wife now.
Yeah.
And I did, you know, Carol, more than anybody, how tough it is to be away from your friends and family, your loved ones, for too long. And I didn't want to put that pressure or this, all this inconvenient thing on my family and especially her. So yeah, I promised myself that I was not gonna do more than a year and a half if it doesn't work out.
Okay.
It's true, like between 18 years old and like 21, 22, most of the time, like obviously we are different person. Like it's so many, those years are so important. And you see so many people like at 17, 18 trying to make it a professional and playing like all those 15 tournaments. It's like so hard to watch sometimes.
It's really difficult. The thing that I like to remember about my path to where I am today is that I'm 30 years old right now, but I started the tour, 6 to 7 years ago, and I'm pretty much 6, 7 years old on the young or old on the
almost
tour,
a rookie.
and some guys they are 3 years younger than me, but they started at 16 years old, and they are already 11 years on tours, and so they are much more like much more cooked,
Yes.
much more cooked than I am, because how tough is the circuit, even though you're doing great and enjoying it and making money and having a good balance with your family, it's still like it's a machine that never stops, and really burns you down, at the same time. In the long term, you get tired of it, and it's really difficult to handle this whole environment. And these guys, they are younger than me, but they are already much older in their career. And sometimes I see them being a little bit tired of it, or really being in the routine of, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. And I'm still considering myself as quite fresh in my head, which is a good thing, even though I'm older than them. So I take this as a really big advantage of my path and starting later, even though probably I could have done it maybe earlier, I don't know, but I don't think with the different path I would have made it. But it's I think each and every player has their own way of making it, and it's really not one specific way of making it happen. It's everybody's different.
Well, so in a way, it feels like at the end, like being a professional tennis player comes with like a lot of like pressure, like a lot of eyes on you, a lot of expectations from yourself, and probably you're way more prepared, not 24 after going to university, growing as a human. Like after 4 or 5 years in the US, you have grown a lot as a human, no?
Yeah, of
and
course.
all these kids at 18, they do well in one tournament, and like all eyes on them, and they get like so lost.
Yeah, I was no one back there in the States. I mean, I will not say like everybody forgot about me, because no one was even thinking about me.
Yeah.
But I was
Which
doing
is
my
pretty
thing on
healthy.
my side,
Yeah.
and no one was really putting any pressure. I was doing whatever I wanted. If I wanted to just say goodbye to tennis, I was gonna go out every night and enjoy the university life and just just screw it around, and that's fine. But I was still focused on my on my goals, which is success, my school and getting my diploma, and giving everything I have for my passion, which is tennis, and we'll see where I go. We'll see what happens. And at the end of the day, that's still my mindset today. It's like not putting limits to myself, and just giving everything I have. And the day when I will stop will be like, okay, looking myself in the mirror and say, okay, I gave everything I had to the sport. Yes, I did. No regrets. My best ranking was this. My best results, my best wins, what this is this, and I couldn't really do any better because I gave everything I had. No regrets. I can turn the page, turn the chapter, and go to something else. And I will be sad or pissed if I look at myself and say, you know what, at some point I didn't invest what I could do, what I could invest in my career. I I made a choice that was kind of, like not really trying to be that, how to say, I could have done a choice that would have given myself maybe more chances, or I could have done something better, different, but I took the the insurance choice, like the
Yes,
safe
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
And then it didn't work out. And this I would be, I would not look at myself and be, well, I don't have regrets, So I try to do everything I can. So at the end of the day, I can just turn the page and be chill with myself and happy with my career. I
Yeah.
gave everything and do something else.
Would you say there is a difference between the French mindset structure and the American one?
Yes. For sure. I try never to forget it, the American one that I discovered during these years, because I think that's part of myself. But at the same time, I'm back in France. I'm living in France. I don't have any more American coaches, even though I'm still really close to the one I had in school. But yeah, they have this mindset of not being afraid of anybody. And that's something really specific. And you can say it's a cocky way or it's whatever, like sometimes you look at the American and you say, the guy is a little bit cocky, he thinks he's way better than he is. That's not really how they think. It's the fact that, okay, it's a human being against a human being. Why not? I couldn't beat him, even though he's much better ranked or he's a lot better. Like in fact, for example, we were sometimes, I think we've never been, my team, my school, we've never been number one in the country. We're between 2 and 15, I would say, during the 4 years. And we played the number one a few times, and it was like, we are gonna win. It's like, it's no problem. Even though it was the best team at that time, we're playing away on their own home court. So we knew it was gonna be tough. Their conditions, their ref, their everything. We knew we were gonna win, and not being afraid, and not going there like a French could go and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna try my best. They are much better. I'm gonna try to make a good score, not lose too quickly, too easily. And there it's like, no, there's no chance. We just go and we're gonna beat them there, and that's it. And that's really a mindset that they have that is really great. And also the fact that they are really in love with sports in general. It's something, I mean, from anybody to anybody, they all love sport, and they're gonna reunite to watch the big game, whatever the sport. They go to the stadiums, the kids, the older one, they all love the sport, it's all about it, and I saw, for example, a big difference also in school, where the teachers, they were really helping out the athletes. We were missing a lot of days, a lot of classes because of the travel. And they were always going, texting us or emailing us with all the courses and giving us help, and they were making up the exam for us, like giving us dates, really not making pressure or trouble on us.
Life changing.
Where in France, I was in a regular school. Like I said earlier, I was in a regular school. We were 3 or 4 athletes in this class of regular students. But it was almost like if the teachers, they were jealous of the 3 or 4 of us, and they were not really always helping us to get the best out of us, And sometimes it was almost like, well, you cannot make up the exam. Well, okay, no problem. That's a 0. And that's it. And that's how it goes,
Yeah.
And you couldn't do the homework because you were playing. Well, you playing tennis. You don't study, so you better study than playing tennis, And the all the mindset and the mentality around that is a big difference in the US. They they prioritize the sport a lot more than what they do in Europe and in France, especially, I would say. But there is a lot of great thing in France, of course.
Yes,
Not everything great there and everything bad here. But I'm saying it's a lot of differences. And I grew up until 18 in France and got to know a lot of the French mentality. And then I really totally shut down all of this to go 4 years in the States, where I was totally on my side, on my own, on the other side of the world. And I discovered a lot about the US mentality and another style of thinking. And it was great,
Nice.
great to learn about this. Yes.
How was the beginning on the future and challenger level? How was that transition? That 1.5 year you gave yourself?
It's not that easy because you are playing in the States in big stadiums. always big crowds, everybody's cheering, clapping, sometimes even, saying some things on the sides. You're used to these guys in the stand that are trying to put trouble on you when you're playing away, or at home they put trouble on the other players. And all the environment was made for us, for the team, where we were not focusing on the ticket flights, the hotel, the food, everything was provided. We were just like soccer players or NBA players, just being part of a club, of a team, and you just focus on your tennis, on the matches. And out of nowhere you start playing pro, and you have to buy your flight, you have to book your rooms, you have to your food, you have to budget all of this.
Even your team, your
coach. Of course, at the beginning I wasn't really traveling with anybody, but then I got to invest in everything, like I said. But you have to organize everything, and you play your first matches, and there is literally 0%. 0%. It's not even in the stands, because there is no stands in Futures. It's like there is 0% around the court. So you are in the middle of nowhere, and you're like, okay, it's either this guy or me that's gonna win today, but I want to be me, and I need to go up in the rankings, and and I have this goal and this dream, so I'm gonna try to do everything to win. And that's where you really dig deep down in yourself to find the best resources and fight everything you have to to climb up this mountain that you need to start at some point. And so that was the biggest difference. And I know many college players, they are struggling from going to this NCAA university system to the pro circuit, because out of nowhere you are with a lot of people, everything is provided, to being alone, and you have to pay for everything. And it's a big change. It's almost a different sport. It's almost a different sport.
And future level, it's very complicated.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a grind. You're by yourself, and you need to survive and advance, and also some distractions, and you need to really keep on focusing on your goals. And it's a big difference. And sometimes, these guys coming from college, even though they are really good, they get discouraged really quickly, because they are not used, and they don't understand that, it's not the same fun. I mean, it wasn't, even right now on courts, and I'm top 100, top 50 for 5 years now, I don't have the same fun as I had in college, and I wish I could come back. Sometimes I wish I could come back and play just one of these 2 matches against the best rivalry team that we don't like and we want to play against, and fight with all my friends and my brothers in the team. And it was a lot of fun. And when you get on the circuit, it's not the same. Yeah, it's not the same. So it's not that easy to adjust and and keep on going. But
did you ever thought about stopping, like, because of all these changes?
Never. Like I said, I signed a deal with myself for a year and a half. I made the deal, so I kept on going, and always really loved tennis so much. I had my first really tough time last year, pretty much at this time, where I was a little bit losing this, this le fil rouge, comme on dit en français. This path of of being in the right way. And I lost it a little bit last year, even though I was still top 100, everything was fine. You make money, my personal life was great, I got married, everything was fine. But for some reason I was losing a little bit this passion for tennis. And as soon as I lost, I'm losing this love for sport. It's not the same for me, because I've always played for the love of tennis, and not for the fans, the money, the whatever that brings tennis to you. It was only because I love this sport. I love to compete on the court. I love to, everything that is on the side of tennis. But it was a sport before everything. And last year I was in this time of my career where sometimes you have some downs. And this one I was, kind of losing myself in this big circle that is going so fast all year long. And at some point, one time I told my wife, I said, I'm not sure I'm gonna keep on going, because it's so difficult in my head.
Why?
that if I don't have this love anymore, there's no point. Even though you make money, like I said, you have a lot of great things happening. But if I don't have this love for what I'm doing and this passion for tennis, there's no point for me to play, and I'd rather be at home and and have a normal life and enjoy it with her, with all the project that comes with it. And I was lucky enough. I was able, also because of Lucas, with who we started working, that I found, this little light somewhere again, and I grabbed the light and said, "Okay, let's go now. I see you again, and we're gonna keep on going again, and we're gonna fight and find everything." And then I had a really good 6 months, and probably the best part of my career so far. So it's interesting. It's tennis. It's
sometimes you have to hit rock bottom to start going up
sometimes,
again.
Sometimes.
Why do you think you lost this passion for the game?
I will say that, of course, I mean, tennis is, I was between 50 and 100 for 4 years, 4.5 years. And, at some point you get at the beginning, you're really excited because you're going up the ranking, and you really want to be every single point, every single ranking you go up, you are excited and everything. And at some point it's more, you get this to more like a regular basis, and it's not as the same excitement, all the tournaments, you don't discover anymore the places you go to. And, I was more in this normal aspect, like if it was normal to be 50 or 100, which is not normal at all. It's of course it's something great being part of the top 50 or the top 100 in the world in your sport. It's huge. And but also at the same time, I didn't have the best decision on my on my coaching staff. I had such an amazing time with my old coach, Sebastian, in Rennes, and we have so many great memories. We did so many great things together. I thank him a lot for everything he has put in for me, all the investment. But at this time, our ways were going, different direction, and we tried, and myself first, I tried to make it work and keep on finding results this way, and it wasn't possible anymore. And I was really still fighting for that, and it was putting my head on something that I not something I need to focus on, and I wasn't on my tennis anymore. I was on the side of my tennis, and the most important was the court and the practice and the matches, and I wasn't able to do both. I've always struggled when I have many things in my head on my tennis side. Carol, you probably know better.
It's already with tennis in your head is good stuff.
So yeah, it was tough for me, and so I was losing this, the right things I had to do on the court, and slowly but surely, weeks after weeks, losses after losses, you get discouraged. And at some point, before my wedding, I didn't even touch the racket for 2.5 weeks, which is a big time.
In the
middle of the season,
yes.
It's a big time. It's and I didn't almost do any sport at all. I was having some wine every night, pretty much.
Getting ready for your wedding.
Getting ready for the wedding, but it was 1 week before Roland Garros, so it's not the best way to prepare the best Grand Slam of the year, but yeah, I had to really take a step away from all this environment to kind of try to reset, and I was able, because of some friends that helped me at this time also, and of course my wife always push me, and in the right way, and I found the direction again. Like I said, I found this little light. At some point, I saw a psychologist for the first time in my life. I wasn't really trusting anything or believing in any of this work, and at this point, I was so down, that I was like, I need to find a solution. The good thing that I kept on trying to find a solution, and that's how I found a way, and I got out of this hole that I was really digging weeks after weeks. And I did a few sessions with this psychologist, and it helped me out at least a lot to take some big stuff out of myself, out of my mind. And like I said, at some point, a little light appeared again. I was in the dark. I couldn't see anything. I didn't know where I was going. But at some point, I found this little light, and as soon as I saw it, then I tried to grab it, and I said, "Okay, let's go now. We're back on track, and I'm gonna do everything to be fine again, and especially learn from this time." But that was the probably the only time where since I started where I was like close to making a decision of stopping, at least for a period of time. I stopped for 2 weeks and a half, but
but it's not stopping. Come on.
It wasn't like a
definite
it
was more like a little holiday between the.
I mean,
it was a needed holiday.
A mental health break, I know.
Mental health break.
It's good you were able to take that time and like do different things, like try to find help, so like to talk to people, because sometimes like I've been there and sometimes it took me like too long to get out of it. So to get out of it, then it's very complicated or very long, or it's very hard to change your mindset.
But
to try to find help.
It is. And the thing about tennis players, that even though you have a lot of people around you, sometimes you feel like you're just alone.
Yes.
You're just alone. Just you and yourself, and no one can understand what's going on. And at this time, I was speaking to my wife, I was speaking to some really close friends, I was speaking to my parents, or to some people, but all of them, they already had their idea, they had their opinions, and they knew me already too well that they couldn't take a decision, or they couldn't help me out with the regular mindset, with the normal mindset, without having this, without knowing what happened before and what's going to happen after, and all of this. So that's why I decided to go and see this psychologist, because I knew this lady that I've never met before, knew nothing about my life, and she was just not gonna judge me or anything, and I just told her everything, and out of this she helped me out to realize some stuff, and like I said, that's where I was able to find a little light again, and
go straight.
Continue.
And you started to train with Lucas Pouille. How was it for you to be able to have in your team someone who's been there, who can relate to maybe some of your...
The thinking or the decision I made was last year in Roland Garros, or a few weeks after this time we just talked about, and I was in my bed, probably the day before I played senior or the day after I played senior, on the center court, night session, first round. And I didn't know if I was going to lose 1-1, because I played only 3 days, 3 days before, after 2 weeks and a half break, after 3 months where I couldn't put a single ball in the court. So I was like, I'm going to play the best or the second best in the world on the center court night session in front of the home crowd. I was a bit afraid of being totally killed, but it went well, so everything was fine. But and I told my wife, I remember in the bed, I said, well, you know what, for some reason I'm thinking about Lucas, and I think it could be a great help for me. I know he's struggling right now because he has an injury, so he has a few months out, he still has a few months out in front of him, and I think he went through so much, this type of momentum, being down, being up, injury, really successful, being the best player in the world, top 10 in the world. So the whole environment around him, when he played really well when he was young, so many attractive things around him. So he knows all of this, and at this time I thought, even more than a tennis coach, I needed someone that would help me with understanding all this situation, so I could be in a better mind in my head to play tennis, especially with what just happened to me before. And the next day or something, I showed him a text and I said, well, Lucas, can you grab a coffee or something? I need to talk to you for something. Of course, he told me afterward, he said, as soon as you texted me, I knew what you were going to ask me. Okay. But yeah, right away he said, well, everything I do in my life, I always need the advice of my wife, his wife, Clémence, who's great also with him and with everybody around. And she said, well, if you think you have it and you want it, let's go for it and let's go full. And at first we were supposed to do only the grass court season, which was 4 weeks. And we had a great fun. We played pretty well. We won some matches, first top tens, 2 top tens in this 4 weeks time. Quarterfinal in the Queens, third round in Wimbledon. I won this pretty good match against Zverev on center court.
We watched.
So lot of great emotions,
It was nice actually, the vibe on the box as well, with Luca,
cool.
His wife as well. I think it was
His girl was there, no?
Yeah. Everybody was there. It was cool. It was cool. I mean, I discovered a new way of playing tennis on the tour, which a much more like family environment, and and spending great times outside the court, and being able to relax and just enjoy the time, and win or lose doesn't matter, but enjoy it. And this big win against Zverev on center court, the best court in the world, I would say, of Wimbledon. And and then we had this discussion. Of course, I wanted to keep on going because I could feel that it was going well, and I was enjoying it. I think he was quite fine doing it also. I don't know. I mean, he can enjoy it, but maybe at the end of the day, he's not enjoying it. I don't know. And we had this good discussion after Wimbledon, and he said, well, my wrist is still not fixed. I'm not going to be able to. He was trying to start again in September. He said, I'm not going to be able to start before later on, maybe the end of the year. So if you are motivated, but I need you to be not motivated, but like extra motivated, because I really want the best out of it. And he said, I want us to be seated in the Australian Open next year. At this time, I was 80 in the world, and I had all my points coming in the summer.
No pressure.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course, I'm really motivated. Don't worry. And which was true. I mean, I was really, of course, I was really into it. When I have this passion for the sport and I'm into it, then I can train like an animal, and I'm fine with that, and I love it, and there's no result without it anyway, you know it.
Yes.
So of course I told him, yes, I'm really motivated. I heard his goal. I had it in my mind, even though I was like, okay, step by step, I'm gonna try first of all to win multiple matches in a row, make good weeks again and again, no injuries, no everything. But we made this little pact together where we're gonna go until the end of the year.
Cool.
And we're gonna push it to the maximum. And then it was a good summer, round of 16 in the US Open, again some top tens wins. Then Davis Cup. I wasn't in Davis Cup for the last year or year and a half. After being in Davis Cup for 2.5 years, it was also a great accomplishment to be again with the team, because that's something really important for me. And then the Shanghai tournament, which is the best result of the year. A lot of great wins. Everything kind of clicks together, and the end of the year, Paris. It was nice to finish there, and the Davis Cup again. So yeah, it was positive, and we made the top 30 at the end of the year. So
not too bad.
pretty crazy, but he had a optimistic goal in his head, but realistic goal. So we made it. And at the end of the year, he was still struggling with his wrist. So far, we're still working together, at least for another few months, and we'll see how it goes. It's difficult for him. I know how it is. He doesn't know yet where he's gonna go, next as a player or as a coach. But the decision is not made. But his body is healing, trying to get better. But he's such a great guy, more than a coach or more than a player. He's such a great guy. I was able to discover and creating a beautiful family with Clémence and Rose. Yeah, I'm lucky to have him, and we'll see how it goes for us in the future. But at least probably we became good friends and having creating a lot of memories together.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you learned like kind of a new way of doing tennis life on tour, more balance, maybe like more fun. Do you think you were like not having balance or too hard on yourself?
No, yes, probably too hard on myself. Yes, so strongly possible. But also, my wife was working, and now she has taken a break for the last 6 months or so. She decided to take a break to travel more with me. So that's more enjoyable also.
Yes.
Because she wasn't traveling that much before, and my old coach Seb was older than me, so we're not also in the same stage of our life. With Lucas, he's 1 year older than me, so it's almost like a friend. It's easier to travel with someone that you have pretty much the same, interest and everything. So it was. I mean, it's easier this way, I would say. And yeah, just sometimes just sitting back and drink some alcohol during the tournament, not alcohol, but like 1 or 2 glasses of wine, just sitting, having a good restaurant, finding a good place in town. And, we just, take a step back from the tournament on that night and just enjoy. And, it's fine. It's not because you drink two glasses of wine that you're not going to play as good the next day. And even more, you relax and think about something else. And that's a new way that we do, not like we do it every night, of course,
No,
but once a week.
But
At the end of the tournament, you say, okay, well, good week, bad week. We talk about it. We try to adjust. We do better things. We change things. We organize some stuff for the next week. But we can do it having a glass and chill, and having our wives or a kid or a friend or or someone else, or my physio, who is also great, and spending a lot of great times. My fitness coach, all of them. It's a new way of. We work really hard, but at the same time we chill really hard. At some point, and it's not only working hard and then you don't chill hard, and you try to, as soon as you finish, you already focus on the next one, and and it's like,
I mean, I think
if you have a
works
rope on your neck, and at some point you just can't breathe anymore.
Yeah.
And you need to keep on, make sure you breathe on some times.
Yeah, it will work for 1 or 2 years, but you will end up burnout. You have to find that balance that helps you have
exactly.
a sustainable career.
And Lucas got this burnout in his career because he was working crazy hard, probably harder than anybody, also. But he experienced this, and he now knows that he needs to take this time to relax, and it's important. And we are different, but we have a little bit the same approach on working and everything. So if we don't think about it, or really don't set these things up, we are too much into it, and then we don't relate on sometimes off at home or on the road, on the road, and that's important, I think. I learned with him. I learned to train less, which is funny.
But
I mean,
probably at the end you train better.
I mean,
probably train better, but sometimes you just train great, but you train too much that it makes, even if it's great training and a lot, at some point it's gonna make it negative, like not as worth it and as good. So you need to train well, but sometimes you don't need to train too much. Like you're on tournament, you train an hour and a half. That's fine. That's good enough.
We had Darren Cahill, and he was telling us that with Andrea Agassi, they never train more than 2 hours. It was like 2 hours, like all in, but after, that's it.
Yeah, after at the end of the day, I think there is different timing. Of course, off season
100%.
you need to go big. Some weeks where you, between hard and clay, you need to put some work. But when you're on tournament, I was trying too much in tournaments probably before, or many players are doing it. And so you win 2 matches, but you can't go all the way. You can go the whole week because you just cooked after 5 days in the tournament. You're too tired. The body is dead because you train like more than the matches. Then you have the the emotions and all the mentality aspect of the matches.
Yeah.
Then you train again too much the next day. I mean, when I played US Open, I made the round of 16, so I won 4 matches. I played 30 minutes a day before the first round. After the first round, I didn't play in between the matches. After the second round, I think I played 10 minutes because I wanted 5. I was tired and everything. We really just went on court, hit 3 balls, to 2 serves, game over. 20 minutes between the, I mean, it was like nothing, which for me was impossible before. I was like, no, I didn't play between the matches. It's impossible. Or I played 10 minutes. I had to play 1 hour, putting some intensity and everything. And, of course it's great, but not every player is Nadal or, or Alcaraz, you can, not every day. And I think there's a new way of training as well, where tennis players needs to be fresh mentally and physically, because the demands are so high that you need to be able to have this energy on match day.
Was it hard to change it? To not go practice anymore between matches?
No, because
It worked.
at this time it was a few months already, and and understood the thinking of Lucas, and already on grass. At the beginning of the year last year, I wasn't playing well. I wasn't doing that great. And I was like, okay, I mean, that's my only way of getting better is, okay, I'm gonna go back to training and do more, and do more and do more and train more and harder and longer and everything. But at some point I couldn't do any longer, any harder, and I was just dead, and I was keep on losing it. So that's why I was stuck at this point in my head, because I couldn't do anything anymore, and I was already doing the maximum on every aspect, and I had no solutions. And with Lucas, we started on grass. And yes, at the beginning it was fun. I mean, it was weird and fun. That the very few times I'm like, it's more than enough now. We finished the day, finito. We stopped here. And that's good. That's good enough. 1 hour is good enough. I was like, you sure? You sure? No more not a little fitness, or no basket, or no serve. No, this is good enough. Let's relax. Let's chill. Let's have a good dinner tonight, and let's get ready for tomorrow for the match. And. So, but I listen to him 100%. I trust him 100%. I have 100% confidence with whatever he was telling me, and he is telling me. And so that's probably why I was able to get the results. And I got the proof that by doing less, I won more matches in 4 weeks than in the first 6 months. So I was like, of course, that's an option, and that's a good option, a good solution. So then we kept on going like this, even though I have these timings where I work hard. Of course, I don't want to say something like
no.
To get to your best ranking or to get your best win, you need to train less and do nothing. No, of course not.
No,
it's being smart on how you train.
But you need to be smart. Exactly, you need to be smart on how you train and the timings of your trainings.
I feel like there's no reward for just working harder. Like it needs to make sense to work harder, and sometimes it will do, and sometimes it will not. And
I mean, if the ranking was based on who is training the harder and the longer is the number 1 in the world, then it wouldn't be the same ranking as right now. I can tell you for sure.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sure the best players are training a lot, but they, like I said earlier, also everybody has a different path of making it. Sure, Federer wasn't training the same way as Nadal, as Djokovic, but they were all at the very top of the tennis world. Their own way, and everybody is different.
I mean, Federer was well known for being in tournament, practicing walking almost, and he was always ready to go 5 sets and
the
going
work was
far.
done before.
But everyone says that off season or training weeks, he was one of the harder workers.
I heard the training weeks. He was. It was 5 hours on court in a row. I mean, the longest crazy sessions and really hard. So of course, then it looked simple on tournament for him, but I'm sure he was doing all the hard work in advance. So
every person is different. So like what works for you maybe doesn't work for someone else. So it's also like knowing yourself and trying to understand what's going to help you.
But I understood how different you need to make your practice between the tournament weeks and the practice week and the practice weeks, and sometimes you pretty much do the same, on both weeks. And you can do the same with tournament weeks as practice weeks. So it's about getting the mind fresh and ready to fight every single point.
Cool. how was for you to reach the final in Shanghai?
It was a pretty crazy week, yeah, especially with the final, playing my cousin with who we spent 2 years in college. I always took him, like this, because he's a bit younger, and we spent so many weeks and many hours together, younger holidays, many great memories together. I always tried to help him, always kind of took him with me everywhere I went to make him better and to push him all the time. And yeah, he had great years in college as we did. I mean, as I did together, we did together. And he was struggling a little bit to get in the top 100. He was finding there, and that week just clicked for him, and he played really well. And playing each other in the final, and his brother, Mike.
Yeah.
Other cousin was his coach, and we were all three together there. So it was pretty crazy playing each other in the final. I mean, the odds before the tournament, I was not seeded. He was in the qualies.
Yeah.
I mean, it will never happen again, ever.
Yeah, if someone would have bet on that, it's the richest man in the world now.
No,
Was it an alternate, no, in qualis? Was it not alternate?
He got in at the last minute. He was gonna get in, but he still got in at the last minute.
Crazy.
So life is crazy, and you put €1 on these bets before the tournament, you're
retired
more
now.
more than billionaires. But, it was crazy week. He played well. I had great matches one by one, beat top 10s and top 20s again and again. Everything clicked also on my side in a way where I was playing probably my best tennis, especially starting the third round, I would say, all the way to the finals. And I had a tough schedule in the last 2-3 matches, and I was pretty cooked for the final. I tried everything, but he was a bit more fresh than me, and I really couldn't. I didn't have a single drop of gas in the engine in the final. But I'm still really happy that it went well for him, and now he's inside the top 100. He has sometimes. To keep on going. It's not like he got into 95 and he's gonna have to fight every single week and doesn't know if he can drop out again and redo everything, the whole thing again. So he's working well. He's doing great with his brother, my cousin, and I'm happy to follow him and see him success like this is great.
Nice. Yeah, if you have to lose a final against someone, no one better than.
Of course. But when we look at the draw again and we see the guys we beat all the way to the final for each other, it's pretty amazing. But it was great memories for the whole family, great time, and we'll keep it forever.
And how is after at the end, this for both of you, but I guess well for you, this tournament means a higher ranking, different expectations. Do you feel more pressure afterwards, or not really?
I mean, right away after that was coming back to France and the La Défense Master 1000.
True.
So of course it was a lot of hype on him and on
you played
me.
Again, no?
On me especially, yes. On me especially, because in France, of course, I think I was becoming maybe number one French player in the ranking. So, of course, expectations are higher.
Yeah.
But that's where I was lucky, where I am lucky to have Lucas, that he knows this better than anybody. And I think we handled it really well. Just keep on doing what we're doing and not changing anything, and just enjoying the life the way we did in tennis. And the draw made it happen that we played each other in the second round again. And I would not say this fucker because he's my cousin, but he beat me again 6-4 in the third.
You can say it. We will edit it. Don't worry.
That's
just
fine.
kidding. Just kidding.
He knows.
Yeah, I'm joking.
He knows, and he played really well again, and we played a great match, high level, and I ended up losing again 6-4 in the third. I always taught him to fight so hard, and at the beginning when he came to school in the US, he was not fighting the right way, not the good behavior, not everything. I was snapping on his side again and again to make him tough, and And now 2 times he got me, he got me on the finish line. So it's fine.
Now
It's
you
fine.
regret convincing your coach to hire him. No, it's like I wish I wouldn't have done that.
It's great matches as long as we play good matches and we enjoy, and we're gonna play each other again for sure at some point, and we're gonna fight again. It's all great at the end of the day. It's just tennis. It's a game. We enjoy it. He's the same way. He's really into it. He also found the success by, I think, relaxing a little bit more and understanding better what it takes, and not always the hard and long ways of training is not what it takes all the time. So he's doing great now, and that's a great happiness for me.
Do you think having like this success a bit later on, like entering top 30, like almost on your 30s, it's easier for you like to handle it now, like than if you would have done it at 22?
I will say that I'm more experienced. Yes. Also, of course, if you're top 30 and you are 20 years old, the hype will be a lot higher and a lot more, pressure on yourself. Like pretty much Lucas. He was top 10. He was 22 something. We don't realize it, but how good he was, and the amount of pressure he had on his shoulders, and yes, of course, being 30, it's more quiet for me, it's more relaxed. I do my own thing, and I like to do my own thing, even though, of course, I am the number one French player as of right now, and that's making me do some stuff I have to. That's part of the job. But yes, I think I handle it a better way. Being in the top 100 for the last 5 years, 5.5 years already, I got to experience everything, so I know how it works. I know the system, and so that helped me better, I would say, of course, to handle it. Yes,
we've done like episodes with both people who had super early success, not like Bouchard, who did final Wimbledon, and then on the other side, people like Pegula, who like reached top 5 almost at like 28 or whatever, and since then she's never left top 5. And she was saying that like if she would have had this success so early, like that early, she didn't know who she was, like it would have been too much. And then she got it, knowing how hard it is to get there, and now knowing who she is as well, so she can handle it like much, much better.
I have huge respect for a player like Pegula, because she also has, I heard, but she has a crazy story, and also big amount of money in his family, and she's just playing for the love of the sport. And that's something I respect a lot, and it's a big example.
Which advice will you give to your younger self?
Don't forget that tennis is a game, and a game is made to have fun, and to win and to lose, even though you can be competitive. But it's a game, so just play the sport. It's not about like it's not a work. It's not like going to the to hell. It's not a loss. Doesn't matter. It's part of the process. Just being more positive inside myself, and not forgetting about the game of tennis. I'll say, and enjoying it, of course, as much as you can.
Related to this, do you think that the fact that your parents were not obsessed with your success has really helped you to have like a healthier relationship with the sport?
I will say that, since they didn't put pressure on me, it was also my motivation. It was always my motivation and not their motivation. I didn't play tennis because of them. I didn't push myself because they were pushing me. It was always me, And so when I went to the US, I could have done bad, I could have just go to school, go out, just give up on my tennis and not focusing on anything and becoming whatever I would have become. But since I was always motivated on my own and by myself since the young age, I had this discipline there to focus on my school and my tennis, and of course I was having some fun at some point, but it was really like on specific day and with the deadline, without going over the limit. So I could the next day I could go back and do school the right way, do tennis and everything. And I had this deep down motivation for myself successfully these two aspects and then focusing on the next goals. And that's how I was able, I think the fact that I was playing tennis for myself and only myself, not for my parents, I was able to, to be more mature, at least on this aspect in my head of realizing that I need to push now. It's not gonna when I'm gonna be 40 years old that I'm gonna push. It's not gonna when I'm 10 years old that I'm gonna push. But at this time of the year, I had everything in front of me. I had everything to do great, but I had to, use it and do it myself.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We
Thank you, guys.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a pleasure.